Are you ready for a seismic shift in the Golden State Warriors' pursuit of another championship? Rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade that could bring a superstar back to the Bay, potentially transforming this already potent roster into an unstoppable force. With our core veterans still in peak form, the stakes have never been higher. If you're as excited as I am about the possibilities, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop with all the latest Warriors news. The Golden State Warriors are at a pivotal moment in their journey, especially after acquiring Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline. With a 7-2 record since that move, there's an undeniable surge in momentum. And let's be real, seeing Stephen Curry continue to play at an elite level is nothing short of magical. The chemistry he shares with Butler, combined with the leadership of Draymond Green and head coach Steve Kerr, makes this team a formidable contender. But we all know that if the Warriors fall short of their playoff goals this year, the offseason will be crucial for retooling as they chase one or two more title runs. That raises an important question. Who should the Warriors target? The offseason is looming, and they have the assets to make bold moves. We're talking about potential blockbuster trades that could redefine this team. First up, how about a reunion with Kevin Durant? Could you imagine Durant back in the Bay Area? The mere thought sends shivers down my spine. His scoring ability is still unparalleled. Averaging 26.7 points, he fits seamlessly alongside Curry, and the prospect of recreating those unguardable offensive schemes that led to 2 championships is tantalizing. I know Durant turned down a chance to rejoin the Warriors before the trade deadline, but he hasn't entirely shut the door. If the Suns decide to shop him, the Warriors must be ready to pounce. Then there's Giannis Antetokounmpo. This guy could truly redefine the Warriors' dynasty. Imagine a pick and roll with Curry and Giannis. Talk about a nightmare for opposing defenses. With Giannis averaging over 30 points and dominating the paint, he could solve some of Golden State's biggest weaknesses, like interior scoring and rim protection. Of course, acquiring him would require serious cap gymnastics and a treasure trove of assets, but the potential upside is simply too high to ignore. And let's not overlook the possibility of LeBron James. This may sound like a fantasy, but if the Lakers stumble in the playoffs, why wouldn't LeBron consider teaming up with Curry and Butler? At 40, he's still an absolute force. The thought of a big three featuring Curry, Butler, and LeBron is exhilarating. It would signal that the Warriors are all in, pushing to maximize their championship window. Can you envision the chaos that trio would unleash on the NBA? Now, what about Joel Embiid? His name is swirling in trade rumors, especially with the Sixers facing disappointment. If they decide to move on, he could be the powerhouse the Warriors need. Embiid's ability to command double teams would ease the offensive burden on Curry and Butler. Yes, there are health concerns, but the upside of adding an MVP-caliber player is immense. Zion Williamson is another intriguing option. His future with the Pelicans is uncertain, and while his injury history raises eyebrows, the potential reward is staggering. If the Warriors can keep him healthy, his ability to finish at the rim would add a new dimension to their offense. It's a high-risk, high-reward move, but one that could pay off handsomely. Then we have Miles Turner, a perfect stretch 5 who can shoot the 3 and protect the rim. His presence would address some glaring weaknesses for the Warriors and provide the spacing needed for Curry and Butler to operate. Adding Turner could transform the Warriors into an elite defensive unit without sacrificing their offensive firepower. Marcus Smart is another name that comes to mind. His toughness and elite perimeter defense would make the Warriors' defense downright terrifying. If he could come aboard, alongside Butler, it would take the pressure off Curry significantly. Smart's leadership and experience could prove invaluable during a playoff push. Finally, we can't forget about Nick Claxton. His athleticism and rim protection would be a game-changer for Golden State. Claxton could allow Draymond Green to play more freely on defense, unlocking new lineup combinations. For a team seeking to balance offense and defense, Claxton could be a crucial piece. As a passionate fan of the Warriors, I'm excited about these possibilities. But I'm also torn. Each potential trade carries its risks and rewards. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn between wanting to keep our young assets and making a bold move for a superstar. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. The Golden State Warriors are making some interesting moves, and today I want to dive into the latest news about Kevin Knox. The Warriors are set to sign Knox to a second 10-day contract, and honestly, This could be a pivotal moment for the team as they gear up for the playoff run. Knox has been with the organization since the summer, and it seems he's finally starting to make his mark. According to Anthony Slater from The Athletic, Knox has really impressed the coaching staff during his first 10-day stint. He earned some valuable playing time recently, showcasing his skills with a putback dunk in a game against the Orlando Magic. It's moments like these that remind us why the Warriors are taking a chance on him. The 25-year-old forward is a big, athletic body who can create his own shot with a pull-up jumper, which could be crucial for the Warriors as they look to bolster their bench depth. Let's look at some numbers. Knox has been shooting an impressive 47.4% from the field over 5 games this season. That kind of efficiency is exactly what the Warriors need as they head into the latter part of the season. Remember, this is a team that thrives on offensive execution, and having a player like Knox who can score efficiently can only help. I think about his best performance against the Charlotte Hornets, where he scored 12 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, dished out 3 assists, and even blocked 2 shots in less than 15 minutes of play. That's a stat line that certainly catches my eye. It shows that he can contribute on both ends of the floor, which is vital if he wants to secure a more permanent spot on the roster. Now, the question on every fan's mind is, could this lead to a fixed roster spot for Knox? If he continues to impress, I absolutely believe he could find himself sticking around for the rest of the season. The Warriors need that depth, especially as they look to make a push in the playoffs. The physical presence and scoring ability of Knox could be a game-changer as they face tougher competition down the stretch. But let's be real for a moment. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, it's great to see the Warriors taking a chance on a young player who has shown flashes of potential. On the other hand, it's always a gamble when you're talking about a player who hasn't fully established himself in the league yet. The Warriors have a deep roster, and integrating a new player can sometimes disrupt the chemistry that's so vital for success. As a fan, I'm excited about the possibilities, but I also have my reservations. The Warriors have a history of bringing in players who shine in their system, and maybe Knox is that next diamond in the rough. The potential is there, but it all comes down to how he performs in the coming days. I want to hear what you think. Are you excited about Knox's second 10-day contract? Do you believe he can secure a longer stay with the Warriors? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. At this stage of the season, every move counts, and the Warriors are definitely making strategic choices that could have lasting impacts on their playoff aspirations. If Knox can continue to show growth and adaptability, he might just become a valuable asset for this team. So, let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Warriors fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on your favorite team. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. This is going to be an exciting stretch for the Warriors, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.